Hello, and welcome to What is Crypto? I'm Matt, and this is Crypto. Today I'm going to be doing something just a little bit different. I'm going to be talking meme coins, but more specifically, I'm going to be talking about my thought process into how I find meme coins. I'm going to be covering multiple different meme coin genres, and within those genres, giving you multiple different meme coin picks. I'll be talking about some plays that I do own, some that I don't own, and some that I'm thinking about getting in very soon. And more importantly, I'm going to give my inner thoughts on why I'm bullish on certain meme coins and certain genres within the meme coin space. So if all that sounds like it could be for you, then smash that like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to join my Discord. It's 100% free to join. I give great information like this, but you get it just that little bit earlier. I give all my up-to-date trades, my thoughts, advice, and a lot of other alpha-packed things. So if that sounds like it could be for you, drop down into the description and I look forward to seeing you there. All right, legends, let's get straight into it. These are going to be meme coins that I either hold a position in or ones that I'm considering. I'm going to be talking individually about each one and my thesis on that. So first up, Book of Ethereum. Now, this is my most bullish meme coin. If I had to pick one meme coin that I was going to be holding for the next 6 months that I think was a very, very good bet at hitting at least a 10x, then this would be Book of Ethereum. Now, I think Book of Ethereum can do a lot higher than a 10x. We're talking 100x potential here. If there was a gun to my head situation and you had to tell me to place a bet, Book of Ethereum for me is that really safe bet. So I like that for multiple reasons. It's got big backers like Kyle Chaussee, but the biggest backer is FBB4. If you're not familiar with FBB4, I've done a video on him and I mention him a lot in my Discord. So join the Discord and find out more there. But just quickly put this wallet, FBB4, he's the main holder of Book of Ethereum. He's a huge holder in Based AI, Memecoin, Kekistan, GME or GameStop, and a few other coins. So huge whale, only buys, does not sell, makes money off providing liquidity. And because of this massive buying, there's been a cult that's formed around him, being this giga whale who is there to kind of help build communities. So yeah, Book of Ethereum, FBB4, Kyle Chaussee. Love the narrative. It's highly tied in with the original Memecoin devs who are building Based AI, which is my biggest AI hold. So Book of Ethereum is my most bullish meme coin hold. Absolutely love this one. I'm still accumulating at these ranges. Couple of key levels to flip at 33 million, at 42 million, and I really want to see us hold above 19 million. And just to make sure that we've got the same one, it is Book of Ethereum, this one here. So OX289 ends in 40A6. So yeah, that's the Book of Ethereum. Now, while we're on FBB4 narrative, a couple of other coins that he has. GameStop. So I'm not in GameStop. However, I did give a really good entry in my Discord based off some fib levels. So if you listen to that call, the 618 level was a logical level to buy and it hit that quite nicely. So yeah, GameStop, another FBB4 coin. So biggest holder here. He's currently got $5 million worth of GameStop or GME and only buying, not selling. So yeah, huge giga whale, only buying, not selling, forming a cult. That's the thesis for GameStop, as well as Roaring Kitty. If you're not familiar with Roaring Kitty, have a look. In essence, GameStop was the first kind of stock to be traded like a meme coin. That was GameStop on the New York Stock Exchange. So we're talking TradFi and we're talking gains that went from roughly $1 up to $81. So an 80x in TradFi. So that was what we're talking about when we're talking about the first stock to really be traded as a meme coin. Now, that was largely to do with Roaring Kitty. Have a look into that. I won't go into it in this video, but I've got a lot of information on him, and all you need to do is Google GameStop, Roaring Kitty, and go from there. Current market cap of 115 million. I don't have a position in this one, but I do think this one's likely going into the billions. Last FBB4 coin we're going to be talking about is Kekistan. Own this one, and I think it's a great entry at the moment. Narrative behind Kekistan, FBB4 coin, obviously, only buying, not selling. So Kekistan was made popular on 4chan back in the day. And anyway, they've got this whole culture around Kekistan. For whatever reason, FBB4 is bullish on it. I think it's pretty cool. Also tied in with the kind of frog lore, Book of Ethereum, and also Memecoin. And as we know, Memecoin has integration with Based AI. So yeah, I think these kind of frog lore coins that are backed by FBB4, unsure exactly what this one's working towards, but 5 million for Kekistan. I think there are definitely worse entries out there. Contract address for Kekistan is OX4AD78C0. All right, so that's the first narrative covered within the meme coin. So that's the FBB4 narrative and kind of that original frog lore narrative. as a sub-narrative within the FBB4 coins. So yeah, there's some ties with the original devs of Memecoin, and FBB4, if he's not one of the developers, is definitely an early mover with very, very deep pockets. Next narrative we're going to be talking about is Matt Furie coins. Now we're not going to go straight to Pepe, we're going to go down the risk curve a little bit, and I'm going to be talking about some of the originals with the lower market cap in the Pepeverse. You can use this logic to apply to these coins or to apply to your own coins that are in this same narrative. Brett on Ethereum. Now this is the original Brett. You can see this by looking at the release dates here. So 1 year, 5 months, 9 days ago, Brett has a market cap of 13 million. Now the biggest Brett on base has a market cap 100 times greater than that. So just to catch this Brett, we're talking 100x. Brett on Ethereum has the original narrative, and it is also on Ethereum. Has a lot of catching up to do, not saying it will flip Brett on base, but I do like the fact that it is the original and the team is still working hard. Currently, price action, we did just break out of this range. However, if this is a higher low that we're putting in here and a slightly higher high, then we are getting a pretty good entry. So really important to watch this one. Would love to see it push up to here as its next leg, and then whatever range we come down to, as long as it is above this low here, then we've started a bullish uptrend. Don't want to see it flip below, break below these levels. I think you could do a lot worse. We're talking the original narrative. Brett on ETH makes sense for me. It's also got quite a few decent influences on it. Now, one of the bigger influences is Zach Ventura. He is super bullish on Brett on ETH. So yeah, that is Brett OX240. As you can see down here, token address ending in 5515. Now, Brett on base is the larger Brett and the safer Brett. But if you want to look for super high upside, Brett on ETH undoubtedly has a higher ceiling. Now, one of the reasons why I like Brett on ETH is it is an original, and it's also in the Matt Furie narrative as one of the main characters in the Boys Club. So if you're not familiar, Boys Club is a book by Matt Furie, and main character of the Boys Club is Pepe. So Pepe's best friend is Brett, hence this is the narrative for Brett, and the other two main characters are Andy and Landwolf. So my next character is an original in the Matt Furie Boys Club narrative, that is Wolf OX33. Current Landwolf that is leading is this Landwolf up here with a market cap of 184. Landwolf that I'm most bullish on, if you look down here, this is the original 1 year, 8 months, 3 days ago. This is the Landwolf that I am super bullish on. Once again, you have that originals narrative. And the great thing about the blockchain is there will never be a more original Landwolf. Same as with Brett, there will never be a more original Brett. That is locked in on the blockchain and nothing can change that. And I think there will always be value with originality. So the first of its kind undoubtedly has value. First Brett, first Pepe, first Wolf, all of these things I think have value. So really undervalued for me is the first Landwolf, and it was deployed only 5 days after Pepe, so I do like that as well. Token address OX33. It's also held up really well considering the market bleed. Now, it had this big drop before the market's bled, and if you look at it over the last 10 days when the market's been bleeding, it's actually been increasing in price. So currently sitting at a pretty key level, would love to flip it before we continue on to the upside. But I do think for a very small market cap coin with a huge upside, you could do a lot worse than Landwolf OX33. And just before we move on to our next narrative, we are going to talk about some of the other original coins in the Matt Furieverse. So Pepe, we can see that original Pepe, 1 year, 8 months and 8 days. That's really the only Pepe that we need to be concerned by, apart from Memecoin. So Memecoin is something that I'm personally interested in. Now, this was developed before Pepe. You can have a bit of a look into it, but pretty much in 2016, the original Memecoin was developed. But I'm just going to pretty quickly talk through that. So Memecoin and Pepe, two other ones to be aware of. If you're looking at Andy, which is another main character in the Boys Club, the only two Andys that I really think you should be paying attention to are Andy on ETH, 9 months, 14 days ago, OX68B, and Andy on Blast is a bit of an interesting one. Not hugely bullish on Blast, but that one there with OXD43, if Blast ever does get a Blast season, that one's probably going to perform pretty well. Other Matt Furie coins to be aware of, we have Hoppy and Mystery. So Hoppy is the main character out of Matt Furie's book Night Riders, which is the book that came before Boys Club, which is the book that Pepe's from. So Hoppy is the frog or the main character from that. However, there has been debate recently whether or not the frog's name is actually Mystery. So at the moment, there's a bit of a PvP between Mystery, which has currently got a market cap of 15 million, and Hoppy. and Hoppy, which has currently got a market cap of 45, 46 million. Now, Hoppy's definitely the more established one, and it would be ideal if Matt Furie came out and said, hey, look, the frog's name is Hoppy, or just said that there is no name for the actual frog. The evidence that people are citing is a bit dubious in the back of the book, which just talks about a thank you to a few different people. So anyway, regardless of that, 2 coins to have on your radar. I don't currently hold either of them, although Hoppy for me is the better bet if you were going to pick one of those. Currently, other coins that I do like in the Matt Furie verse, Bobby the Bat, hugely bullish community, so I think this one's a pretty good entry at the minute. It currently only has a market cap of 1 million. Really like them, their team works super hard, so shout out to the Bobby community. All right, now we're going to talk something a little bit different and a bit more degenerate. We're going to talk US Degen Index 6900. Now, really bullish on this coin. Really bullish on it for a multitude of reasons, but it is piggybacking off the SPX 6900 narrative. And the goal of US Degen Index 6900 is to flip the dollar 69 times. Now, flipping the dollar even once happens at a market cap of 1 billion. So if this coin reaches a market cap of 1 billion, the price will be $1, and that will be flipping it once. Their goal is to flip it 69 times. Now, US Degen Index 6900 is a recent community takeover, and I really like what they are doing. They've got 5,500 followers, so they're doing a lot of bullish stuff like putting out an NFT collection, which is going live soon. Looking at some of these NFTs, that is pretty cool. They also have some really good artwork they're posting regularly, and I like the narrative. It piggybacks off Murad's thesis of forming a cult with his main cult coin, SPX 6900. It also piggybacks off crypto enthusiasts' love of kind of having this subculture of being crypto degenerates. So yeah, like both of these things combined, and I think it's definitely one of the strongest beta plays, if not the strongest beta play, to SPX 6900. If you haven't seen my video on it, I've got a specific video on US Degen Index 6900, as well as one on SPX 6900 beta plays, which I talk about multiple different coins. Really like what they're doing with their Sentinels NFT drop soon. So yeah, I think you could do a huge amount worse than picking this coin up at a market cap of under 600K. So just to put it in perspective, if they did flip the dollar 69 times and get to a market cap of 69 billion from this price, but we'll round it up to 600K just to make it easier for maths, but the multiples are bigger. 10x is 6 million, 100x is 60 million, 1000x is 600 million, a 10,000x is 6 billion, and a 100,000x is 60 billion. So if they do flip the dollar 69 times, that is a 100,000x from here. Insane. So not saying that that is going to do it, and I think their first starting target of flipping the dollar once is more achievable in the short term. But we're talking about a coin that has potential to offer life-changing gains, and they aren't super common in crypto. I also like that we have been in this broader accumulation range for a long period of time, and as long as we hold above this lower support level at 300K, then I'm pretty happy just accumulating more DXY. Now, I did market buy a big bag of DXY, and I've doxed my wallet address in the Discord so my members can see that I'm not dumping on them. I did get that entry at around this price, so I got that at around that 550K mark, so we are currently at the same entry here. If you do want to see the wallet address and join my Discord, jump into the comments section. Also, check out my proper video on DXY. Alrighty, so after talking about something super degenerate, we're now going to talk about something a little bit less degenerate, and that is the strategic Bitcoin reserve. So Donald Trump is going to form a strategic Bitcoin reserve, hopefully. That is the key word, hopefully, here. Now, we are at a very attractive buy price for me personally. We've gone down from 88 million to a market cap of around 17 million. We have dropped down 80%. Now, Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, all it's going to take is a couple of bull posts from Trump to talk about the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, and we're going straight back to all-time highs. So from here, straight back to all-time highs is a 4x, and I think it could go a lot higher than that. We're talking hundreds of millions, if not billions. I think this one has the potential to do what Department of Government Efficiency did, and that pushed up to $500 million, not even in the most bullish market conditions. So when altcoin season comes, and make no mistake, altcoin season is coming, this one is going to really piggyback off the back of Department of Government Efficiency. So I'm not in strategic Bitcoin reserve yet, but I do like the entry we're getting today, and I am watching it. Contract address is OXD62, ends in 8E02. So the other coin in this kind of Department of Government Efficiency, Strategic Bitcoin Reserve narrative that I do like is Dogecast. So Dogecast is forming a large accumulation phase between 10 million and 16 million. Now, Vivek and Elon Musk are going to have weekly Dogecasts sometime in the new year where they talk about the Department of Government Efficiency and how they are saving taxpayer dollars. So when they're going on and talking about Dogecast, this one, I think, in the same way that Department of Government Efficiency started performing really well, I think this one is going to perform super well as well. So Department of Government Efficiency went from a market cap of around 10 million to 50x up to $500 million in the space of a few weeks. I don't see any reason why Dogecast, if it gets the same traction, couldn't do a similar thing. Once again, I'm not in Dogecast, but I am watching it. So not in Dogecast, not in Department of Government Efficiency, not in Strategic Bitcoin Reserve, or a few of the other coins that I've talked about. But this video is to give you my thought process on why I am in coins. That's really going to wrap it up for today. There are a lot more meme coins that I am bullish on, but I know this one has gone on for quite a long time. So make sure you smash that like button and drop a comment down below letting me know what meme coin you're in and if you like this type of video. This one's taken me a fair while, so I'd appreciate the support. Also, join us in Discord. There's 230 other legends there, so I would love to have you there as well. It's totally free, and you can reach out and chat to me if you'd like. All right, legends, that's going to wrap it up for today. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you in the next one.